My chicken say, Coco. It's your musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do well for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki.
Let's say good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. Welcome to another brand new presentation of the program from the Print News. Today, Monday, the 21st day of July, and the year is 2025. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are, and following our broadcast, we want to welcome you. Those of you watching us via YouTube and Facebook, we want to take this time to welcome all of you. And if you're driving and listening in your office and listening, we want to say welcome to this edition of the show. That's the Print News. This program is brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and one of the giants in the petroleum business, Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here this morning with Esther Daku. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us, wherever you are following us from. We'd like to welcome you, like Wendell said, and it's good to be here this morning on Monday. You know, when we're back from the weekend, we have all the energies to
Yeah.
come and talk about the various things that are happening in our country, most especially the weekend, going all the way to the protests and all of that. It's good to be here, Wendell.
Thank you very much. And folks, we want to remember some of our friends celebrating our own workmate and friend, Marilyn Griffiths, celebrates her natality today.
Right.
And we want to say to you, Marilyn Griffiths, the small body girl, the tiny winning girl,
I tell you, with
celebrating
a tiny
today.
winning voice.
With a tiny winning voice. She said, Mr. Nimne, I don't get too much strength for that thing there. Yeah. Well, happy birthday to you, Marilyn Griffiths. All of us here at Freedom, we want to wish you all the best as you celebrate this special day in your life.
Right.
Let me give Esther the chance to throw out for you too.
Even though I was having her right, her impacts not too long. And right on the radio this morning, we just want to say happy birthday to you. I've known Marilyn for years. Marilyn and myself sat in class when I was in elementary, St. Teresa Convent. And I mean, we've known one another for years. And when I saw her, when she came and joined me at Freedom, I was kind of like, okay, it's been years, because we moved far away. We left them in town. We moved all the way to Banasville after my parents completed our house. And so we separated for years. And meeting her here at Freedom was kind of like reconnecting. We had a lot to talk about, some of the people we know together and all of that. Yeah, so I'm wishing you all of the best, Marilyn, as you turn +1. Like I said this morning, this car is big enough to host each and every one of us. Take your space and do what you can.
Wow. So that's it, man. That's all the bomb blast for you today, Marilyn Griffiths.
Right.
My first encounter with Marilyn was at Hot FM. That's
Okay.
yeah. I saw this small body kid came and said, I won't be a radio person, and I would like you to, mentor me and all of that.
Okay.
It was my first time bumping into Marilyn Griffiths. All right, so it's good that we all here together and we're working together as a team. So, Marilyn, want to wish you all the best. I don't know what you're having for your birthday today, but I think I got some money to give you.
I know, right?
Yeah, I got some money here to give you, Marilyn. So, right after the show, just give me a call. You can take it from all of us here, from the general manager down.
Right.
All right, all of us,
All of
from
us.
Kind, Oliver Kind, and you just name it, down to the lowest. We want to say happy birthday to you. Today is the birthday of another good friend and brother, Mr. Jeremiah B. Sarkisian. He's popularly known as Foster School, former assistant minister for expenditure at the Ministry of Finance under the George Weah administration. Happy birthday to you, Jeremiah B. Sarkisian. All of us that, across your path, we all know the kind of personality you are. So we want to wish you all the best today, Jeremiah B. Sarkisian, aka Foster Cole of the city of Broadville. Take it from your darling wife, Mrs. Vucho Saki, and your son, Jeremiah Jr. All of us, your friends, your family members, we all say happy birthday to you. You can also take one big one from Nigel Apperton. And we also want to extend our deepest condolences to our workmate and friend, Edward Weah Dennis, aka the DJ's done. He lost his big brother on yesterday. So all of you who are fans of Uncle Shaq, the DJ's done, try to reach him out and extend your condolences. All right, he's going through a lot right now as we speak. Your big brother is somebody that was so, because before you there was your big brother. So your big brother is no more around. We want to say, hey, done. In our Liberian way, no Maya, there's no amount of tears can bring back your brother. All we want to say to your mother, Chris, Dennis, the family, all of you, your siblings, we want to say, you're Noma. God is in control. Chris, I'm going to reach out to you. All right. Take a condolence treat from mommy and I. We say sorry to you for the loss of your son. All right, so let's get to some business. Let's get to what we have. Esther and I, we have in our studio. Uh, we have these stories coming up from the online version of Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer newspaper. All right, let's take our very first story. Let's take our very first story this morning, and this story is going to be our very first story from the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. And it says here, Liberia, public outrage as police halt over 100 vehicles ahead of President Bwaka's Banga trip, leaving commuters stranded for hours. Montserrat County public frustration boiled over following an unprecedented security operation by the Liberia National Police on Saturday, which brought traffic to a standstill and stranded hundreds of passengers along the main Kakata-Monrovia highway for more than 2 hours. The disruption came as President Joseph Boakai was expected to travel to Banga-Bong County to attend the 4th commencement ceremony of the Bong Technical College. Front Page Africa reporter in Magebe County can confirm that police officers, some heavily armed, established multiple roadblocks at strategic points, including the Magebe-Montserrat border, Kingsley number 7, and Mount Barclay. It says the lockdown, which caught motorists and passengers off guard, was reportedly put in place to secure the president's route. The abrupt traffic halt affected over 100 commercials and private vehicles stranded, business people, market women, healthcare workers, students, and daily commuters. The lack of prior public notification and the heavy-handed approach by security forces triggered widespread outrage, both on the ground and across social media. Many passengers, including those who transporting perishable goods, were forced to wait inside hot, overcrowded vehicles with no information about when they would be allowed to proceed. For some, the delays meant missing medical appointments, work shifts, and business opportunities. Journalist Emmanuel Digley, who was among those delayed, described the scene as chaotic and poorly coordinated. It was frustrating and disorganized, Digley said. Only vehicles traveling from Red Light to Kakata were allowed to move, while the ones coming from Kakata to Monrovia were completely blocked. People were confused, angry, and helpless. This impacted a lot of people who depend on this route for their daily business, Digley added. It wasn't just an inconvenience, it disrupted livelihoods. While authorities have not issued a formal explanation for the scale of the security operation, the backlash from the public has been swift and intense. Many Liberians have characterized the roadblocks as a sign of growing authoritarianism under the Bwaka administration. This is troubling. It is a re-emergence of tyranny in our country, said Facebook user Aloysius Namu, echoing a sentiment that quickly spread online under the banner of creeping dictatorship. So, Esther, that was what the people went through over the weekend because the president was going to Banga to attend the Bong Technical College commencement. So people were kept, in the queue for hours because Bwaka Gwen or Bong County, so no other car supposed to travel. I understand the country. But let's take another story. Let's move on. Let's take another story. This has to do with Senator Collins. Let's see what the story says. Let's get to it. Liberia, it's time Bwaka won't be adding a child stealer Watch out, let us stay in the bar room, and they said no cars moving. So cars will yet be parked for 2-3 hours. I'm telling you, this country. Senator Cornyn's stable economic claim before 2023 elections sparks and prayer from UP officials and supporters. A recent statement by Agbapolo County Senator Amara Cornyn praising Liberia's macroeconomic stability before the 2023 presidential election has ignited sharp criticism from officials and supporters of the ruling Unity Party, UP. The backlash reflects growing tension within the ruling establishment over how to assess the performance of the previous Coalition for Democratic Change CDC government. Senator Cornyn, a former Minister of Finance under the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration, a key strategist in President Joseph Boakar's 2023 campaign, steered controversy with a social media post reflecting on the recent Enough is Enough anti-government protests in Monrovia. In it, he suggested that the Liberian economy was relatively stable prior to the election. Yesterday may not have been a good day for the protesters, according to regime supporters, but I hope our government hears their complaints. He wrote, "We had stable macroeconomics before the 2023 elections. While we are making steady progress now, times have stayed tough for families." Though Cornyn did not contest under the UP ticket in 2023, he played a pivotal role in the campaign, leading the party's war room and being credited for helping safeguard UP's narrow victory. Yet, since the new administration took office, he has not shied away from public critique. His remarks sparked swift condemnation from UP loyalists who saw the comment as a valid endorsement of the CDC's economic record. Deputy Minister for Public Affairs at the Ministry of Information and vocal UP supporter Daniel Sando accused Cornyn of selective truth-telling. He claimed that those who oppose us often reveal truth supporters might miss. Yet you are engaging in the very deception you condemn, Sando said. To suggest the economy was stable under the CDC is a distortion. That administration left behind economic stagnation, corruption, and mismanagement that still affect us today. In response, Senator Cornyn doubled down, issuing a follow-up post with detailed data to support his original assertion. He clarified that while economic indicators improved in 2022 and 2023, these gains did not translate into better living conditions for most Liberians, hence the CDC's electoral loss. My UP allies dislike my bluntness on the 2023 economic indicators, he said. They celebrated the IMF and AFDB's recent reports on 2024 and 2025 projections, but refused to acknowledge the foundation those figures were built on, even though voters rejected the CDC for failing to make those gains felt. He emphasized that his intent was not to glorify the CDC, but to urge the Boakar's administration to be open to criticism. I stand by my words. We cannot intellectualize hardship, not even Adam Smith or Karl Marx could. The government must listen to the people. Raising prices, a weakening exchange rate, ballooning debt, and high unemployment could undo the gains we are making. Cornyn warned that while the Boakar administration has made steady progress, Liberia's economy is growing too slowly to meet the demands of its fast-growing population. At 5.3% growth, it would take 13 years to double the size. Esther? It will take 13 years to double the size of our economy. Liberians will not wait that long. Definitely. We're going to wait for 13 years for economy to get better. No, we're not going to wait. He concluded by posting economic data from 2023 and 2024, urging critics to engage in honest reflection rather than political point scoring. We can politicize these numbers or use them for constructive dialogue. Remember, if you want to be in the top 1%, you must be willing to do what the other 99% are not. CDC's Twiz applauds Conan's hosting politicking. Among those present, Conan was former Finance Minister Samuel Twill, who served under President George Weah. Twill described Conan's comments as a real act of political honesty. You have stepped up as a leader in this new space, Twill said. It is an unaccessible fact that the CDC left a solid macroeconomic foundation. The UP administration should build upon that instead of denying aid. All right, so we'll stop right there and take one more story from the front page Africa online version. Let's take one more story, then we stand one more story, then we send controls to Esther for the continuation of the dailies. So let's get to our very last story. It's taking some time to pop up, folks. I'm trying to get to this final story here. Okay, yes, I think I'm ready there. Okay, let's take this as our final story, and let's see what the former vice president of Liberia is saying. Ex-Vice President Howard Taylor urges young women to embrace self-reliance. Former Vice President Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor has called on young women across Liberia to embrace self-reliance and take the lead in driving community transformation. Women, young women, I hope you're listening. This is what the former Vice President had to say to you, women. Joel Howard Taylor has called on young women across Liberia to embrace self-reliance and take the lead in driving community transformation. Speaking as keynote speaker at the graduation ceremony of 36,000 participants from BRAC Liberia's MasterCard Foundation funded Accelerating Impact for Young Women AIM program, Howard Taylor urged the graduates to apply the skills acquired through the initiative to create meaningful change. You are the new generation of Liberia, she said. Now is the time to make your dreams a reality by using the skills you have learned. Show self reliance and lead the change we want to see in our society. Held at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex in Monrovia, the event also marked the official launch of AIM's third cohort. Howard Taylor, known for her long-standing advocacy for women's empowerment, emphasized the importance of resilience and leadership, sharing a personal reflection on how the thought of resigning from public office was challenged by her role as a mentor for aspiring young female leaders. I considered resigning, but I realized there were young female leaders who looked up to me, she said. We must remain steadfast in paving the way for the next generation. She praised BRAC Liberia's holistic, community centered approach and noted that program's significant impact, including the disbursement of over 1.58 million in startup grants. More than 11,000 young women have used these funds to launch small businesses. This program is not just building businesses, it is building futures and ultimately building Liberia, she added. All right, Esther, I think we can stop here and then send controls to you to bring us some stories from the Daily Observer newspaper. So let's get to you.
Thank you very much, Miguel. Here, the top story says 31 Burkina Bees jailed for alleged forest invasion.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Can you please adjust your mic? Thank you. Mhm.
Okay. 31 Burkina Bees jailed for alleged forest invasion. Interesting. We'll take some lines from here quickly and then look up more stories. It says 31 Burkina Bees cocoa farmers were jailed for allegedly clearing forest concessions in Grangida County to plant cocoa. The men with ages ranging from teenagers to 50 to the 50s were rounded up by rangers of the Forestry Development Authority during a routine patrol. They were recently arrested at two forestry contract areas. The Burkina bees are damaging these places with cocoa farming. We met them birching in the park. We also caught some of them cutting demarcation in the FMC's Yai Niger, FDA's head for that region, told the Daylight at the Zweju City Ministerial Court. Pictures shared by the FDA showed the men setting up camps and setting trees ablaze on the land that is not for you, a country that unites, isn't it? I can tell you that the situation is alarming. They are destroying the forest. It is on a massive scale, added Niger. The suspects were arrested in the Guazon district at two locations. 15 were picked up at the Marble 1 Community Forest and 16 at a dormant concession known as Forest Management Central Area K or FMCK. They had been arraigned at the FDA's regional office in Zweju and later taken to the police station before being forwarded to court. They have been charged with criminal trespassing and criminal mischief. Court documents show they were jailed at the Zwedru Correction Palace after failing to post a bill. Okay, make a little adjustment here. Okay, I think it's okay now. And it says, the land belongs to us. Oh, wow. In an interview with the Daylight, the suspect admitted to the charges but blamed their Liberian host for the situation. We fell into this problem because our host did not show us the actual demarcation of the boundary, says Ko Sayoba, a spokesperson of the Burkina Bees. Sayoba 57 said he and other men crossed the Ivorian border into Grand Jide through local people or hosts. Immigration records list Bama Pay, a Wazon resident, as one of their hosts. Pay denies any wrongdoings. Pay denies any wrongdoing, saying his family farmed on the controversial land for decades. I don't understand why they arrested my Burkina Bee workers because my parents planted cocoa and orange way back on this land. In our traditional setting, live crops represent inheritance. Pay said via the phone. The land belonged to us. The suspects have been free on bond and are expected to reappear in court on Tuesday. Coca court cases. It says the case adds to several lawsuits involving Burkina Bees to FDA and individuals in Grand Jide regarding cocoa cultivation. Burkina Bees began flocking into Liberia in 2010 after a cross-border agreement between then-President Salih and Ivorian leader Hassana Ouattara, according to immigration authorities. From that time, we noticed that people started coming in, but they were not coming as agriculturists. Now, as we speak, they are all along the Kavala Belt, said Elise Poklo, Grand Jide Assistant Controller of Immigration. Last year, France 24 reported 25,000 capitalizing on Liberia's weak law enforcement, large rainforest, and high cocoa prices. Ivory Coast, the world's largest cocoa producer, has lost 90% of its forests to broad gold farming in the last 6 decades, the report said. This trend continues in Liberia, which cost 386,000 acres of primary forest between 2002 and 2024, according to Global Forest Watch. This story was a production of the Community of Forests and environmental journalist of Liberia. It first appeared in the Daylight and has been published here as a part of an editorial collaboration. We know that's the story. Let's look up more. Woman arrested with 181K worth of cocaine at RIA. She's a Liberian, and I saw a Facebook post on yesterday where she was lying at JFK Hospital with her Bible near her head. And so sad. The Bible will not say for. I mean, this is really sad, but we want to take some lines. Let's see what happened because we do not know the full story. It says the Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency's special detachment assigned at the Rabas International Airport has arrested a 39-year-old Liberian woman identified as Huita Koso Dolo for trafficking a significant quantity of cocaine. At approximately 6:30 a.m. on July 12, 2025, suspect Dolo, a resident of Congo Town, was apprehended shortly after arriving on Kenya Airways flight KQ887 from Nairobi, Kenya, transiting through Bangkok, Thailand. During a routine search, despite having a clear immigration and customs DEA officers became suspicious and conducted a secondary search. The search led to the discovery of 10 compressed plates of a white powdery substance concealed in her luggage. The substance was tested by the LDEA laboratory technicians and confirmed to be cocaine weighing 3.355 kilograms. In her preliminary statement, suspect Dolo alleged that she was contacted by a longtime friend known as Henry Ake, a Nigerian national residing in Nigeria. According to her, Ake instructed her to collect a suitcase from his associates in Thailand and transport it to Monrovia. She claimed she was unaware that the suitcase contained illegal drugs and was told it only contained clothing. She was reportedly directed to deliver the case to a man in Monrovia identified as Obi. In a related development, at approximately 1:30 a.m., an individual believed to be Tony Obi, a 38-year-old Nigerian who is reportedly the brother of Henry Ake, attempted to bribe the LDEA officers at RIA to secure the release of both Dolo and the suitcase. He was immediately arrested and is now in custody undergoing further investigation alongside Dolo. The seized 3.355 kilogram of cocaine has an estimated street value of US 181,000, approximately Liberian dollars 36,201,600. The Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency reiterates its zero tolerance policy on illicit drugs and remains committed to enforcing Liberia's new drug law, which makes drug-related crimes non-bailable offense. The agency warns all would-be traffickers that the full weight of the law will be applied. The LDA urges the public to assist in the fight against drug trafficking by reporting any suspicious activities via its hotline on 0777 133 333. So that's it there. We know. Let's look up more stories. Interesting. People still taking people's suitcases to help them with it, and you don't know what's in it. Funny. But let's take this story. It was posted 4 hours ago. His son sentenced to 4 years in prison. For what? Okay, he got a mulatto son. Criminal Kosi over the weekend sentenced Peach Belete, son of Nima County District 7 Representative Musa Belete, to 4 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to a drug-related charges and illegal possession of firearms. The court, however, deducted the 8 months from the 4 years Peach already served in pre-trial detention after his arrest in March 2024. He was charged with possessing illegal drugs, including 21.4 kilograms of kush and 500 grams of marijuana, as well as multiple firearms, including a single barrel gun, an orange color firearm, and a black pistol. To do what? Armed robbery or what? But let's look at more stories here this morning. This is the biggest story we have here on the Daily Observer. Bwaka vetoes port reforms bill. Bwaka veto port reform bills. It's right here. President Bwaka vetoes legislative bills reforming Liberia's port system due to legal flaws and overlapping mandates, emphasizing the need for clarity, legality, and institutional synergy in maritime governance. In this story, LPRC's dangerous power grab threatens jobs, risks national stability. Did you hear about this? Okay, but let's take some lines. Right? It says a major petroleum products importer has raised concerns over the Liberia Petroleum Refinery Company eminent involvement in fuel and gas importation activities, which goes beyond its traditional role of providing storage facilities and regulatory support. The LPRC's alleged act of illegality to enter the business of fuel and gas importation is a move seen by industry experts and observers as a dangerous abuse of authority and a direct attack on private sector investment. This move is a threat to private sector investment. The importer who asks that his identity be concealed due to the reprisal against him and his business said in a statement on Saturday. It undermines the established understanding between LPRC and licensed importers. President Joseph Boakai on Thursday, July 17, disclosed that LPRC will soon commence the importation of petroleum products and will remain the country's bulk importer and distributor to ensure product security, availability, and affordability. He made the disclosure at the launch of the 2025 Liberia AI Challenge program held at the ministerial complex in Monrovia. The LPRC also announced in May last year that it plans to import petroleum products into the Liberian market through an agreement with Statcon Energy and Trading Limited, a Ghanaian-based oil import and distribution company. The partnership, known as the Sales Purchase Agreement, was formalized at a signing ceremony held on Wednesday, May 8, at the Product Storage Terminal on Bushville Island. The LPRC Managing Director Amos B. Twe hailed the agreement as a significant movement for the company, stating today is truly a remarkable day in the history of LPRC. This is a milestone achievement since the founding of the country. We will leave you there. You can grab a copy to read in depth. And finally, for the Daily Observer, wetlands vanishing at alarming rates. Interesting. And that's why we have flood everywhere. People are just building on drainages and a lot of stuff's happening. But let's see this. A stark warning about the rapid decline of the world's wetland has been released in a new report urging an immediate increase in funding to support conservation effort. The Global Wetland Outlook 2025, released by the Secretariat of the Ramsar Convention, paints a concerned picture of widespread loss and degradation threatening biodiversity, water security, and human well-being. The report reveals that a staggering 22% of the world's wetland has disappeared since 1970. Even more alarming, it projects that without urgent intervention, or it projects that without urgent intervention and substantial boost in the conservation funding, an additional one-fifth of the remaining wetland could be lost by mid-century. The report scrutinizes the latest significant or scientific data on the value of wetlands, highlighting the severe societal costs associated with their loss and degradation. It also outlines the scales of investment required for effective restoration. The report encompasses a wide range of wetland types, including sea grasses, beds, coral reef, mangrove, lakes, rivers, and peatlands, noting documented losses across all natural wetland categories since 1970, with an average annual loss rate of 0.5%. 0.52%. Inland matches, the swamps have been particularly hard hit with an estimated 177 million acres lost since 1970. With that, we'll leave you here. Let's stop right here and send controls to you because we need enough time to talk.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Esther. Thank you so much for the reading from the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Folks, if you just join us, this is the program from the Print News. This program is brought to you by Crown Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. We're going to take our break. When we come back, we'll draw you closer to our talking points. So stay tuned because we will be right back.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki. Be that living.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Well, it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, and I mean you cheche, do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yes, the people saving the entire country, all right? They're not selective in stopping crimes, all right? Crime Stopper is all over stopping crimes in our homes, in our communities, at our job site, wherever crime is committed. We are here to let you know that Crime Stopper is bringing safety to our doors. All right, folks, I mean, something very interesting happened over the weekend, and it really caught my attention. When you have the president of the country going for graduation, and then the police had to stop more than 100 vehicles from moving because the president is making his way to Bong County for graduation business. People who had, who were going to the hospital, who had other businesses to attend to, people that had, their flight on that day, and too many things happened, that very day. It got commuters stranded for hours. People couldn't make move for hours. It reminds me of the days of Charles Taylor, Esther. Those days when Charles Taylor stayed at the White House, his house in Congo Town, you will see the entire street will be cleared. No vehicle moving. Now, Charles Taylor ain't leave hall, you. Charles Taylor stayed to the hall. That's the same kind of, thing Bagat and trying to do here. Because you cannot have a president that's supposed to be concerned about the welfare of his or citizens.
Right.
Will keep citizens stranded for hours because he's going to attend one graduation program. So people who were going to the hospital that day, they had to get late for their, hospital appointment. People who were traveling, who were going all the time to attend to family business, they were delayed for hours. Because you know what you're talking about? You park more than 100 vehicles because the president traveling on that route.
Exercising power.
That's it. This is the form of, that tyrannic form of leadership, that dictatorship leadership where when only you motor and things happen. Nobody's motor. Yeah.
First of all,
because
there are business people on that route.
Yeah.
There are some things that should be delivered at a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't even
like those perishable goods.
Exactly, like 30 minutes or an hour. You delay them that whole time. That
but,
was so
but
wrong.
why are you delaying people for hours? Why are you delaying them for even because the president called for now going to take more than 10 minutes to pass?
You, because it's always on speed.
Yeah.
Like, how long does it?
So most of the time when we know that the president is coming somewhere, the police will start doing the information to all their traffic commanders and all of that the president will be using this route today. So you'll make sure the traffic should flow on that road.
Where was he headed to? Was it?
He's going to Bong to attend the Bong college program.
And knowing fully well that road is a major route.
Very basic route.
Why, if you're on your way to Nimba and you get caught up in that kind of traffic? Are you telling me you're going to sleep on the road? You're going to be in the car 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning on that kind of road?
So even if you have pregnant women down, somebody who was at the point of giving birth,
right?
You know what was going to happen? So the police, they don't take into consideration these things.
Yeah.
They just get up and do things. What are people sick on that vehicle or not? What are the people got perishable goods?
Right.
And what are somebody, supposed to be traveling and the present flight is almost.
Right. And knowing fully well that you don't have road.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only route, Wendell. Yeah. That's the sad part about this country. No road infrastructure. Everybody got to use one way to go. When you're coming from the Japan Freeway and from Bannersville and New Georgia, everybody got to come past right to Freeport before you get to town. Because people used to pass through Doe Community. The Doe Community road is deplorable right now. Most portion of the road damaged. Yes. Okay. The road is damaged. And they are doing patches all around. They will not touch that place there because bulk of the people supported President Weah. That's exactly what's going to happen. And it's a sad thing that fully well that there's no road. If there's an alternative route, people will have used it. When the traffic is there, it's understandable.
Exactly.
But now when there's no road, there's no way out, and then you block the entire place.
The place.
It's sad. You don't exercise your authority like that. That's not how you do it. Because at the end of the day, you suffer other people only because you are the president.
I don't know, but Liberians, we can only talk and, we don't show action because where in this world?
And he went for the program. At the end of the day, what did the people benefit from it? I remember when President Weah went to UMU's program. What did he do? He paid everybody graduation fees.
You see, so I don't
I mean, the
understand
difference.
what kind of
You
country,
can see
you
the
know.
difference is glaring. I was saying that this protest, the protest that was held on Thursday, I posted on Facebook
Mhm.
because I saw people under the rain. I was kind of jokingly saying, if President Weah was in power, you get umbrella now. To
Yo,
protest.
I
The
tell
police
you,
will be sharing umbrella on
they
you to
be sharing
protest.
umbrella for you to protest. I'm telling you. But
Oh yeah, sure.
Esther, on a serious note, you know, the every time I talk about President Bouaka,
Mm,
you know, I think about my late father.
right.
Because if my late father was around, you know, his age is higher than the age of our current president.
Okay.
So I mean, old man Bouaka, President Bouaka, that age where that old man reached now, what did that old man want so much that he got to be using that kind of power in the country? The old man he just that kind of a don't care person. Look, take my word and take it to the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Bouaka's behavior tells us that he really came to pay back because somebody at that age, you know, at that age,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I hate for somebody, some gonna late begin to kind of look at me and say, but be brother, but papa, you're supposed to know better.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? That a little child would just come on and look at you and say, you're supposed to know better. Because that little child do not expect you to do what you did.
Right.
So it really shocked that child to come up to you and say, oh, Papa, the thing what you did here now is not correct. Papa, you see, all of us standing here that they would know that you're not the one that pour water on the road. But you can't yet see or you yet flash the water on all of that.
see,
You
yeah.
can't even tell us, sorry, say, Papa. You know, Papa, you're supposed to know better. You know? So it's the same as what the president is doing to this country. If the president is traveling to somewhere, that area, the traffic's supposed to flow. The traffic, because what the police did by, you know, parking more than 100 vehicles, you had commuters stranded. People with perishable goods, their goods got damaged. The government going to pay back? No.
Mm-mm.
People who were traveling, I'm quite sure some of them, their flight got delayed or they got late for their flight.
Right.
And some of the folks that were sick, that were being taken to hospital or taken to the native doctor or whatever you, some of them, their condition got worse.
Right.
Because now to say you park the cars for 5 minutes, or the people were stranded for hours.
Mm-hmm.
For hours. What kind of nonsense is that? Why would you treat the people in that form and manner? This is so sad for our country.
Very.
Very sad for our country. And Esther, another thing is to the protest. I see a lot of people celebrating that the protest was a failure. I don't know what they wanted to see for them to believe that the guys who organized the protest, they succeeded or the protest was successful, because the aim of the protest was to present their petition, and the petition was presented. So what makes it a failure? People were making comparison, you know, to that of the June 7, 2019 protest, to that of the protest organized by Stan. That's two different protests.
Right.
The first one, during the George Weah administration, there were conglomeration of political parties.
Right.
All right. There were parties that said they were joining the protest. But the other gun protests, people endorse it. They welcome the protest.
Mhm.
If I welcome Sonny me a part of it,
Mhm.
you know, that was it. People
It doesn't
endorse
mean
it.
I have to
I have
go
to
there.
go there.
And Wendell, to be honest with you, with the way the rain fell that day, the number of people I saw out there, I did not expect it.
I'm telling you.
And then Wendell, what baffled me was some radio station, media houses in this country.
Mhm.
they were posting on their pages.
Yeah.
A handful of people.
Yeah.
And said nobody out there. I said to say we crazy, we're not seeing
Yeah.
what's happening. It is sad that you are a media house and you will not say the truth.
That was a
Really
protest.
sad.
That was a
More
protest
especially
organized.
when it comes to something as little as a protest.
Mhm.
And then you lying about
But
numbers.
numbers.
But we know the good thing about it is it was carried on Al Jazeera.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, I watched
Yeah.
it while I was home and I put my TV on. I was like, okay,
Oh yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
reached this far, but then it's enough.
You know,
For the
myself.
fact that international news carried it,
You know, that
That's
morning, Esther, you know, I woke up and I drove around the protest ground,
mhm,
and I was like, the protests were ready hold. You know, I kept asking myself because the way how this protest was publicized, the way how this protest was being talked about, were this protest ready hold? In the twinkle of an eye, as to what I saw
when it
was
kind of
different.
rain,
Yeah, when it kinda rain.
I kept looking.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
So can you imagine people came out
And people kept coming out as
and-
the crowd was
telling
approaching
you.
town. People kept joining and joining and joining.
so I don't
and we
know
saw that
why.
entire Capitol building locked down.
Down.
That's what we saw.
You know,
If you
that-
saw anything else, then you got sore in your eye.
No, but the people already came all that day. I'm not comparing them to any other protests
No,
around
we're
the
not.
world.
Mm-mm.
One person can protest.
Of
Two
course.
persons can protest. They are there. They think what you want to happen, it will happen.
Mhm.
We calling the government feet to fire. Government, you're not doing this thing here where you say you'll do for all. You ain't doing it at all.
Mhm.
You're pleased. You say you're going to do this. We want you to do it. You're doing the other thing here, and you say, you know, that's the essence of the protest. There was not the protest to call Bwaka to step down, to say, no, we want the president, let the president step down. There were a lot of, points within the petition telling the government that you will have to improve. Failure on your part will come back to remind you.
Mhm. Of course.
Will come back. Will remind you, Mr. President, that the thing we will go in the rainfall, you say you are going to do, you up to now, the ultimatum given you, we are yet to see them done. So I don't know why were people running. Oh, the protests were not successful. I y'all wanted the protests to be. You wanted the whole country to count us that.
I'm telling you.
That protest that we saw on this Gone 17, we saw UPIS, partisans from the ruling establishment was part of that protest. I know people who are UPIS that were part of the protest. And I asked them, I said, but man, we just voted, for change. But the change we voted for, I mean, we don't see any change. Everything is still the same. The entire road project now, the Bourgeois Island road project,
Mhm.
has come to a standstill. What is happening? What brought the protest, the road project to a standstill? All right. The people are almost to Logan Town. The road project stopped. What is the problem? Is it because of the rainy season? Nobody telling us anything. So then how do people run in the country?
That's what. And one thing that they keep forgetting, Wendell, it is not everybody that can make the noise.
Mhm.
We got something they call silent majority.
Yeah.
Wendell.
Yeah.
We felt it in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Silent majority, and not everybody will get on the street to go make noise.
No.
Like people like me, Wendell. I mean, I'm not that kind of person that would want to go out there. It's my right to do it if I want to do it. But I mean, I don't feel that kind of way. Okay, you're doing it. If I want to make my decision, I make my decision. I don't have to go make noise around the place and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a bad thing because that's how you put people feet to the fire when they see you come out.
Yeah.
But it is not everybody that's subscribed to that. Some people are basically they will not leave their businesses, and come outside to do all of that.
That's true.
But they take their decisions. You do not know their hearts.
Yep.
They will sit right in the community in their houses. They will not talk. But
Yep.
at the end of the day, whatever decision they take,
Mhm.
Wendell, it is felt.
So we listen to, before we go to the lines, all
Mm.
right, we listen to the current senator of Bapolo County, Senator Conant, about this government not giving the previous government the flowers they deserve. That some of the things that they they are enjoying today was set up by the previous government.
Right.
You see, we've been talking the thing here, but now people who supported this government are coming up to say, yes, that's true. These people been saying. Government is continuity. So if you have some undone projects and your friend Kande, your friend's supposed to continue from where you stop. That's the government. So Kone is saying that, look, the George Weah administration need to be given a pop on the back because what we are enjoying today, they paved the way. So we need to give them the recognition. We need to recognize their work.
Mm-hmm.
But you're coming out to say that you're the one started the project and you're the one, secure the finances for the projects and all of that. That's a big flop.
Mm-hmm.
You can't come out and lie like that. So he was actually responding to something about a school that Mo Ali said was, was being financed by this administration, knowing the fact that the finance was secured by the previous administration.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you give them their flowers? That's all. Oh, yeah, so they were well doing. George Weah administration started it. They were the ones that procured the finances and everything,
Right.
That's all we want. Appreciate your friend for the good they did.
Mm.
All right? We have tomorrow another man can say, oh, but the other project here that Joseph Boakai started it, but that the person here came and ended it. So Joseph Boakai must be given his flowers. That's why Connor is saying, you should appreciate the people that started this work.
Right.
You don't come and lie to the Liberian people. So let's take a few comments and then we come and take our calls and go from here at 12:30. But you'll keep playing the cash giveaway now. You'll keep playing. Before Esther get to the comments, let's let you know that today we have 3 cash prizes we are giving out. $4,000, $5,000, and $10,000.
Right.
So if you want to play, let's take for instance, Wendell, I won't play this cash giveaway thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got $1,000 on my phone. I want to play all that $1,000. Trust me, when you play that $1,000, trust me, some kind of way you must win.
Of course.
Some kind of way you must win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we always encourage you that the more you play, you stand a better chance to win.
Of course.
So if you play $300, you stand a better chance. You play $400, you stand a better chance. You play $1,000, you stand a better chance.
Of course.
So grab your phone. Those of you who are bought phone and you want to play, you have to dial *255*1#.
Mm-hmm.
That's for those of you using button phone. And you're using a smartphone, the BB phone there. The BB phone there. You want to play, you got to dial *255*#.
Right.
All right. And you're playing with 50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents. So that's the process. Your play, Esther will come back at 12:30 to pay out to you.
Yeah, I'm coming to pay out. And so don't wait for me to start paying out before you start playing.
Mm-hmm.
The sooner you play, the better for you. Because when you wait for last minute to time while I'm walking away and then you expect me to do a draw, that doesn't work because the next announcer got to come to work. Okay, so let's look at the comment section. We have a couple of comments. Phoenicia's Junior Boss says, I am following you from Newtown. We have James S. Keller says, your money, Liberian people, how your Sierra Leonean government doing in Liberia? Hope they are treating you good. And we have Henry T. Toll Jr. He says, good morning. I'm following up from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the information to our country, Mama Liberia. We have Tayana Dennis. She says, good morning from my end. I'm following you up from my residence in Manhattan, New York City. Thanks for the great update to our country, Liberia. We have Joyce Women says, good afternoon, Freedom FM family. Hope all is well with you people in Liberia. And then she says, this is James S. Keller. He says, Liberian people, you're allowed a Sierra Leonean old grandpa to be your president. What a shame, and what can we do for you guys to change your life? And then we have Zenem Masako. It says, good morning, my friend. My name is Patrick Sudu. And we have Juju Wonwe says, I'm following Suleiman Fofana says, good morning, brother and sister. He says he's following. Augustine Tyler says, I'm watching from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. We have Musa A. Sharif says, I'm watching live from Sophia, Congo Town. We have Mohammed M. Somba says, these people are project criminals, man. And he says, you're right. You're right, my sister. We will tell them 2029. And we have Puchi Puchi says, I'm watching from Motoconon, Burrowfield City, George. We are 2029. And we Mohammed again says, no, but that people don't even want for we are named to come anywhere near them. So far, we know these are all the comments we have. Let's take
So we're about to
calls.
take calls now on the show. Those of you listening, you want to make your input on the talking points, you can call in and join the conversation. Coming up at 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock this evening, Oliver Kine, and Princess Vanja Colley will be here to bring you Freedom Hub. And from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight is going to be Freedom High Talk with Austin Kawara. Then at 11 o'clock tonight is the nighttime spin. And your host tonight is Gerald Morris. So call us on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. The female line 0770 297 016. And the WhatsApp line is +231 886 500 104. All right, you heard about vehicles. Over 100 vehicles were parked. Commuters were stranded. People with their perishable goods got spoiled. People who were sick couldn't get to the hospital on time. People who were traveling, they had to, get late few hours. So too many things happened because the president of Liberia was traveling to Banga, Bon County for the graduation ceremony of the Bon College. So because of that, people were stranded for 2-3 hours. Their vehicles couldn't move. Hey, Lord, this country. Let's go to the lines and start to take calls. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and take 1 minute to say what your contribution.
I'm from New Georgia.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. Thank you for the discussion. Thank you. Why you think you are telling Waga is somebody that didn't feel it for anybody. And first thing, he can't condemn anybody that happened in this country. Anything that happened in this country, he can condemn it. And two, one thing I can worry on is that Waga came to pay debt.
Thank you. Waga came to pay debt.
Waga, nobody do anything to Waga. So the only way making him do all these things, wicked things.
Thank you. Thank you very much. He own women doing all the wicked thing, and I mean say that caller. Hello?
Yeah, good morning to you, Mr. Newman. And let me say good morning to Darlene.
Welcome to the show, David King.
Yeah, let me say happy birthday to Marilyn and down of to school. And tomorrow will be my own birthday too, Mr. Newman.
Okay.
Happy pre-birthday to you, David King.
Thank you so much.
Take your 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Newman. You see, what kind carry out was us in this country? It seems to be like what guy he feels that he owns this country. And what guy we got them put that what guy is a dictator. And they don't want to believe that what guy is a dictator because it is only in dictatorship that you see this kind of thing. In great America, when the president going, people you see other cars using the other lane, the cars are still moving. Once the president is not on a lane, they don't have time. They are moving. Okay? But in Liberia, Waka will bring everything to a monetary standstill like you did today in the PSA era. Will you deploy I don't know where you are going early this morning. they deploy all our driving going towards the area junction. The police have to pull us over and we park. Well, therefore, barely 45 minutes waiting for Mr. Walker to come from where he coming from to come and park. Why you treating people like this? You got armed policemen. Where we come by, if they say there are some rebel groups somewhere in Monrovia here and they're going to take on. What is this? We have to understand, like the project issue that Mr. Kone talked about, Senator Kone. Senator Kone, he has realized even the help that he gave Waka don't deserve that help. So everything that the CDC did right, and the guy continue to lie about it.
Okay.
He will always bring them to check and make them to understand that it is just fair enough to acknowledge the former government for what they were able to do.
Thank
and
you.
You are now enjoying that benefit. That's just what he meant.
Thank you. Thank you, David, the pre-birthday man. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
My name is Sarah Kamara.
Go ahead, Sarah Kamara.
You got it?
Yeah, we hear you, man. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes, let me just thank you for you for the discussion. I'll be quickly the issue. Then Senator Amara and Senator Iraq, when you know when you cancel, they don't have shoes. I keep me also about peace. We just saw your president grant for only police food and something else. The only achievement you guys have as a partisan is that people give the opportunity for safety. 1.5 years for the B2 guys come to worry. So President Guy, when someone praise you or he don't praise you, the before thing we have people who are voting was common to the voting with people who were not here. The American said already food from Africa. People who are selling. Can you imagine when you come to election today? I'm just about president because there's nothing that they want with you. You wait for years and you put every problem with each other.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
So Esther, how about it?
Not bad. I'm okay.
Well, you know, the whole thing, the issue.
You didn't tell us your name and where you calling from.
Hello?
Your name, sir, and where you calling from?
Okay, I'm Andrew S. You know, I'm calling from supermarket.
Go ahead. Let's hear you. Your 1 minute stats now.
Okay. This is Joseph Waka issue here. Joseph Waka. It's not only today, it just started. Yes. Joseph Waka started a long time. Let me tell you, Joseph Waka is a man who brave. He's a man who cannot think about any other person besides himself. Let me tell you. So this, even we talk about it, except the way Liberia would start for them. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to you, this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is James F. Freeman calling for the borough of Nickel Town.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, let me have my chairman say something. Let me tell you something. The Waka and his criminal technocrats do not have no strategy to even lobby for even a spin. So let me tell you something. That's why they will do everything now. They will do everything because Waka year is 2029 but they have no tangible to show to Liberian people. So that's why they're using all Imbazawia projects as a personal project to say and Waka is putting his foot on it. This is the thing that we told Liberian people about for a very long time. For a very long time. Liberian people like those places a lot.
We are listening. Conclude.
Liberian people make a very big mistake within this country because Waka do not have know how to even provide a good governance, but to provide a police state that will be putting fear in the people of Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Let's go back to the phone lines and take some more calls. We have to ration the time because we're running out of time. So let's talk to you. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Go ahead. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Melvin calling from Western William. Thank God it was something African people that they get there. It was according to one of the drivers, he said he's going from Canada to real life. It was 6 o'clock when it's parking in the area after him. I was president of the system with the friend of whatever he said away. And you see all the thing about this. President said to him on the party promotion driver, he said people were here coming to a trip was nice. It was very fast. So the president needs to discuss. The president will have a call by the people. Everyone president will have goals. He will only be a program to them. But I is a fellow in that trip. If he's doing who you will be not by us. Thank you very much for the
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's keep the calls coming in. Call us on those numbers 0776 1414, 086 500 104, 0770 297 016. That's for those of you outside Liberia. You want to join the conversation, call us and make your contribution. All right, let's talk to this person. Hello.
How is that?
We are fine. You have to move away from your radio or else I will cut you off. If you can't move from your radio, I will cut you off.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Tell us your name and where you join us from.
Okay. Mr. Tar or RDG Tar calling from Harper Highway.
Let's hear you, Mr. Tar.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What I want to tell is that the game you play on the radio, I think, because when I die.
You have to dash if you play. Mr. Tar.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tar, if you're playing with button phone, you dial *255*1#. You get it? *255*1#. That is when you're playing with button phone. So when you're playing with smartphone or the BB phone, there you dial *255*1#. All right. Thank you, Papa. Education class room here for you. Esther will come and tell you. Yeah, welcome to the show. Your name and where you join us from.
This is Paul Moses Paul. I'm calling from JW Community, New Jersey.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, Moses.
Monge will never leave a bad hand behind. But that is a bad hand human being. When you were in government, when you were to FPRC, it's a bad man. Anywhere that you say that man, the man John CTP, he break down CTP. We told people that the man shouldn't take a job there. The man take a job will suffer. I think working and doesn't sound on there or wouldn't be sick. How can you human being like you are real human being? If you coming there to Banga, you get bullet to car. Passing by you say me one. You come and tell people you release to where the people go. So I can't do that on the road. But you are in power saying get that can papa you get down when you slow down slow. You will back go around but not break anywhere that will survive you to say, oh, the president there. So that means a bad man. So
yeah, but Waka say, y'all Liberian people everywhere, y'all go, y'all want pay for money, so you ain't get it. So you will not be stopping.
Oh, my man, how you will not pay for money? People, they got the money plenty. That is sitting on the money head. So they go back to the President Well, please. Let me just get that story to you quick. When President Well, please, to Nancy, they all them will win it. When Gigi drove with it, but them for like my car. When got that job, I get money. You spend the money. That's why you have that would be that.
Yeah.
You spend money there. So the good in there, the banner that in Burger is set there.
Thank you. Moses, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Let's talk to another person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Begin with now.
Yeah, Dr. Mansisi, aka Female Yeke. What's up? Welcome to the show.
I was a William, my brother.
My weekend was great. Oh, I'm so thankful to God for this opportunity. And you?
Yeah, I'm keeping all right. All is money off now with the great people. They say how to Esther.
Why can't say y'all get?
Hey, mom.
Why can't say y'all can bake too much? So you're scared to be
I'm
getting that.
talk to Tata Femi. I'm talking about Tata Femi people, yes. Need me to my team, need the Tata Femi people. All the names are Tata. I'm talking about it.
Go ahead, man.
Make it all off.
Talk about the real people.
Yeah, what I want to say here, Wendell, I hear you all educated, portion, stupid people talking about the project when you want to correct or people that turn out. Are you kidding me, Wendell? The people that went out, they will not even put themselves to go for their children, they better to people go for that protest. People were all outside. Oh, did I yell? We don't get your phone, nobody outside yell. We don't go inside, nobody outside. Nobody put it, what to put out criminal. Body follow, go out on the place. Oh, God, really? You should have said for taking out. So, for coming out, we say, I do come in. No, it's easy to go for this for thing. You saw us. You cannot compare do 17 when you know 17 or do 7 put them together. Because they were not more 50 for the person that keep together. And keep just me in this country. Straight here, it will not be bad. Oh, people, the common people who are outside there. And now, I don't want to see us, they were outside there. They were putting up in the protest. They for the government. No. We are putting the beach when they're we were outside there. So we came out. So then they make it out that they're yet to tire. They fuckers live out there. They do the right thing. You get to come feeling the community just of penny or I'm taking action. We don't in a law, it's not be there now. We're not supporting city to be clear or put your money, but when they do the wrong thing, so I'm going to send it to the book. Then we investigate it. Then what issue to it? People have been breaking the country for not taking action. Say I can keep on I don't want to place and put you again that if you have money in your house. So then, as if I get through, I don't want in the end. Get a former. Try for see if I get through. Get a former today. You can't get a report. Of the answer on that game. You can't get a report in the country. Who cares that game? So they all tell me what he's telling for the go out there and do nothing on them all. But me telling you, show you born, show you out what to protest them. To scare and when I'm not worker, you cannot intimidate us. We are not doing the country for all of us. We don't yet. You cannot see the big thing of all of us. Make up there. So you cannot intimidate us in who country.
Okay.
Then you cannot say to them, I'm not going there. They don't want that power. They have to have the family meeting. They're not criminal for yourself. I'm not going to have one for yourself. One of you. Let the family say that. Let put their home. People can fight for yourself. And then make sure they go. After you are trying to be security. What was some of the protest? Oh, my God, can't point for yourself. It's zero. Oh, my God, you're right. It was so cool. What will have improved squad?
Okay. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Okay. Hey, we're gonna have more so. We get tired of it again.
I tell you.
Masisi. Did now. I will not the president you're referring to because I will not allow you to refer to our president or Tadafi. All right, so we're not reading text messages on the show besides the ones that are on our streamline. So we can take the messages from so we gotta go, Esther. We out of time. We gotta go, but God's willing, we'll be here tomorrow. But before we go again, I want to say happy birthday to Marilyn Joy, baby girl Griffiths. Today is your day, celebrating a grand style from your family, your mother, your siblings, and all of us, your workmates here at Freedom. We say happy birthday to you. Jeremiah B. Saki Sr., a.k.a. Foster School, the minister. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to our one and only, the deed just done, our deepest condolences to you for the loss of your brother. Folks will be here tomorrow, God's willing. Until then, do have a pleasant Monday.